Anthony Edwards posted the second highest gravity rating in the entire NBA last season, behind only Kevin Durant. LaMelo Ball finished 9th in the league in assists, averaging 7.1 a game for a Hornets team that had one of the most efficient offenses in basketball. For his entire career, Ant has never not once had an all-star caliber point guard running beside him. That changes now, and the Western Conference is not ready. Segment 1. How we got here. The trade that stunned the league less than 24 hours after the Giannis to Miami story had already sent shockwaves through the NBA. Minnesota dropped another bomb. The Timberwolves acquired LaMelo Ball from Charlotte in a blockbuster deal that cost them Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round pick. 3 first-round pick swaps in 2028, 2029, and 2030, and 3 second-round picks. That is a massive, franchise-altering haul to send out, and Minnesota did it without blinking. To understand why they were so aggressive, you have to understand what the problem was in the first place. The Wolves have made back-to-back Western Conference Finals appearances, and they've done it with one of the most defensively dominant systems in the league. Rudy Gobert anchoring the paint, Jaden McDaniels locking down the perimeter, an elite defensive shell built to protect their superstar. LaMelo Ball fixes that completely. Tim Connolly has made a career out of bold trades that looked crazy at the time and brilliant in hindsight. The Aaron Gordon deal in Denver, the Rudy Gobert deal in Minnesota, the Karl Anthony Towns trade to New York. Every single one was criticized loudly. Every single one worked. This is his biggest swing yet, and the fit, on paper, is almost too clean to be real. Segment 2. Why this works. The finisher and the creator. Here's the thing about truly great backcourt partnerships, the ones that actually last and actually win. They don't work because both players are great. They work because both players are great at completely different things. Look at what Edwards is. Almost 29 points per game last season, 62% true shooting, a knockdown 40% three-point shooter, and that gravity rating second in the entire NBA behind Kevin Durant. Now look at what LaMelo is. 7.1 assists per game last season, 9th in the entire NBA. A feel for setting up teammates that borders on instinctiveness. He sees passes before the defense has even committed. He makes players around him better at a rate that almost every teammate he's ever had has confirmed publicly. His shooting volume from deep creates constant attention, and he's made it at a reliable enough clip to be a genuine threat. Do you see what's happening here? Edwards needs a creator. LaMelo needs a finisher. One player is exactly what the other one is missing. CBS Sports called this pairing a dream on offense, and it's not hard to see why. And here's the detail that takes this from complimentary to genuinely scary. Both of them can shoot it from deep. Edwards at 40%, LaMelo on massive volume. Put them on the floor together, and a defense literally cannot sag off either one, which means the driving lines stay permanently open, the floor stays stretched, and every single possession becomes a problem with no clean solution. The Ringer described it immediately after the trade. Ant's offensive gravity is unlike anything LaMelo has ever played with. It'll be exhilarating. It'll be chaos. It'll be what has been missing from this Wolves team, something altogether new. Segment 3. The concerns defense, ego, and the questions every duo has to answer now. Let's be real. Because this is a real conversation, not just a hype video. The first concern is defense. LaMelo Ball is a clear minus on that end. He's largely uninterested in playing defense. That's not a criticism, that's just factual. His attention in pick-and-roll coverage is inconsistent at best. Opponents hunt him in playoff series. That's been the knock on him since he entered the league, and it hasn't fully gone away. And Edwards, while capable of being a genuinely good defender when locked in, is not a stopper you can count on to anchor a scheme. So you've got a backcourt with two offensive superstars and a real defensive vulnerability on the ball. That's a serious issue against elite point guards in a playoff series. A shy Gilgeous-Alexander type can and will hunt LaMelo on every possession if given the chance. The second concern is crunch time. LaMelo Ball is used to being the guy. He's run his own show his entire career. Edwards is the unquestioned alpha in Minnesota, the closer, the guy who takes the last shot, a franchise player. In the regular season, there are enough possessions for both to eat. But in a tight playoff game, with 2 minutes left and everything on the line, whose team is it? Segment 4. The ceiling with this backcourt could actually become, here's what gets lost in all the will it work conversation. Both of these players are in their early to mid-20s. LaMelo is 24. Edwards is 24. They were both taken in the same 2020 draft class, Ball at 3, Edwards at 1. The version of this backcourt we see in year 1 isn't the finished product. Not even close. Edwards and LaMelo, the finisher and the creator. The most electric backcourt the Western Conference has seen in years, and they haven't even played a single game together yet. If you're as excited about this pairing as we are, smash that like button right now and let us know in the comments, do you think this backcourt wins a championship? Or does the defense end up being their downfall in the playoffs? Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're tracking the Ant Ball era every single step of the way, from day 1 of training camp all the way through the playoffs. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.